Yep. Holy crap. Alright.
이 저택은 해가 잘
Back on
들지 않습니다.
Limbus
오티스님의
Company.
명령대로 화목난로를 더욱 세게 지폈습니다.
Limbus Company.
가까이 와.
And yeah, we are broke.
이 저택은 해가 잘 들지 않습니다.
Let's do a excavation real quick. 1, 2. Oh, what the frick? Did they change this? Yo, they changed it, yeah. Oh, I see. The frick? Oh, that's cool. Let's use this one. Actually, let's try the new one.
시험해볼 기회구나.
파우스트가 맞이하죠.
Let's try the new one. Alright. Starting off with the win rate.
속으로.
Walpurgis night is soon. How soon?
이쪽으로.
전탄격발.
Nice.
그 오물을
Alright.
다 죽어라.
In a week or two,
목이 떨어질 수밖에.
we have like 40 pulls, maybe 30 pulls, 40, 30 pulls.
즉시 퇴거하시지요.
깡총. 재밌네요.
Nine. Oh. What the frick?
이것밖에 못하나.
16.
이것밖에 못하나. 그렇게 서 있으면 목이 떨어질 수밖에.
Oh, okay.
끝내.
He's saying with a sword? God damn.
화격검.
날 씹는 맛이 있는데? 날 뛰어보라고!
즉시 퇴거하시지요.
Alright.
나를 들뜨게 만드는 일은
Let's
많지
go.
않지만 이번엔
More XP. We're giving it to this one. Nice. And we're giving it the rest to him. Level 37. Alright.
이 저택
Isang. Walpurgis. We want a Walpurgis. Alright, let's start. I'm in the ocean. Sitting still. It hasn't been so long since the bus boat was hounded by the sirens and the flashing green lights. Canto 5 time. Yep. Hold up. Let me fix my stuff real quick. Move this down here. Alright, perfect. Alright. The sailors were sitting uncomfortably, trying to get some shut-eye in the ship cabins, formerly known as the bus cabins. The thoughts of returning to the rooms didn't even seem to occur to them. Your justice given form? Oh. After gazing out the window for a while, Faust came to her feet and approached the helm, formerly known as a wheel.
파우스트 씨.
Miss Faust.
네,
Yes, we
신호가
have
왔군요.
received a signal. Faust. The long-awaited signal has arrived. Oh,
드디어 데우스의
then shall our
살인범이
adventure in the Great Lake
시작된다는
finally
말이겠다.
commence?
어떤 신호가
What signal?
왔다는 거죠?
I don't hear or see anything. Not
알람
even
소리가
alarm.
들리는 것도 아니고 무언가가 나타나거나 한 적도 없는데요.
시야에는
A
잡히지
smoke
않지만
signal outside our visual range has been picked
메피스토펠레스가
up
먼 곳의 연기
by
신호를 감지했습니다.
Mephistopheles.
연기.
A smoke signal. The beacons are lit. Then,
공화를
I guess that's what
피울렸다는
we've
건가?
been sitting on our butts for.
그걸 기다리고 있었던 거구만.
항해 시작.
Sailing is a go.
전방,
Splish splash.
슬슬
Soon, we'll be moving
연안
away from the
구역에서
coastal area and draw
대구수
closer
출입이라고
to what
부를
one
만한
could call the Great Lake approach.
진입합니다. 지금부터는
Activating
자동 항해
automatic
기능을
navigation system
작동시키겠습니다.
무시.
How?
지금까지는
Don't
데우스가
mean this
아니었다는
to say
것이오.
that what we have experienced so far was not the Great Lake?
정의를
By strict
말하자면
definition, yes.
지금껏 대우수에 있었다고 할
Yes, it
수
was.
있지만
We had been inside the Great Lake
특별한
borders for a
위협이
while.
존재하지 않았기
Yet I'd
때문에
make the direction based on the
동키호테 씨가
information
인식하고
available to
있는
you,
정보에
as our path
맞춰
has so far lacked any
구분하여
real threats.
말씀드렸습니다.
그런 일들이 있었는데
No real threats? Don't
위협이
say after
없었다는
all that.
것인가? 저기에 있는 이상구는
No,
항해 내내
Isan,
양고기만 붙잡고 있지
there has hit
않을까?
through toe been burying his face in that very bucket. I shall have you know.
나
I mind me not
괜찮소.
be hurt.
신경.
처음엔 물을
I had
퍼내려는
thought
줄
the
알았건만
bucket's purpose was to remove water from the ship in case of a flood. Yet all it had heretofore removed were contents of Yiseng's stomach.
그리고 그
Jellyfish
월피브릭
demon?
기스밤 그것이
And
지나간
that,
지도 얼마 안 됐고
Gisunot. That incident is still quite fresh in my mind. Walpurgis.
달프루기스의 밤입니다.
Walpurgis.
그리고 그
And
모든 일들이
not many of those threats could
데우스에
be
의한 것은
attributed to the
아니지
dangers of the Great
않은가요?
Lake.
거짓 원인의
False
오류로군.
cause fallacy.
어려운 말이 너무
Quite the
많으니
rush of daunting ideas though
본인은
has
자던잠이나
thrown
마저
in my
자겠소.
direction. I shall henceforth continue to slumber then.
아니,
Evil Walpurgis.
위험구역에 들어섰다면
No,
이제 몸을
we have just entered a
추스르고 긴장
hostile
상태에
environment.
돌입해야 한다고 본다.
We must rouse ourselves from sleep and ready ourselves for what dangers there might be. Otis,
송원, 경계 배치.
all hands to defensive stations. Otis suddenly leapt to her feet and began barking orders at the city.
아이,
Get.
뭐야?
What in the bloody?
아이씨.
Ah, my heart dropped for a
줄
second.
알았네.
For a second there. Uh-oh. What is happening? Alright,
오티스,
Otis, this ship is
이
currently
배는
steered by an
자동으로 운행되고 있어요.
automated navigation
위험한
system.
상황은
As its
피해갈
name
뿐더러
suggests, it will automatically avoid any threats the Great Lake may pose.
경고가 울릴
Should a
거예요.
threat prove to be unavoidable, it will sound an alarm.
나 참 그런
But
뜬모를
do you
기능을
really
얼마나
expect me to trust that
신뢰하는 거지?
incomprehensible contraption?
게다가 그 장치라는 것도 막판에
Besides,
그
this
보트센터
automated
해결사들이 급하게
navigation system is
붙여놓은
nothing but
것뿐이잖아.
some slapdash last-minute installation by the boatworks fixers.
확실히
Indeed,
Faust
Faust was
직접
not the one who
장착하지 않았죠.
installed the system, so no, its reliability is not absolute.
100%는 아닐 겁니다.
잘 말했다.
Well said. It is well known
자고로
that the
알수
path
없는
of
일들이
sailor is
도사리고
fraught
있는 법.
with dangers unknown,
결국 사람이
which is
나서야
to say
한다는
that
것이다.
human must handle it.
그렇다면 그대가 이 배를 이끌겠다는 말인가?
Then shalt thou be the one to lead this vessel to victory.
관리자님께서
I must rise to the
항해에
occasion.
대한
As executive
기억을 갖고
manager,
계시지는
unfortunately,
않아요.
lacks any memories
그
pertinent
편이
to sailing. Luckily, I am experienced
나는
with the
마치
leadership
다수를
position.
이끈 경험이 있는 몸이니
Oh, commander!
대장이 아니다.
I am no commander. I am a
선장이다.
captain.
관리자님,
Executive
이번엔
manager, allow me to
관리자님의
briefly
대리로서
assume your authority so that I may
선장직을
lead this
잠시
vessel as its temporary captain. She continued before I even had a chance to reply.
자 들어라.
Otis sweep.
무릇 항해라는 것은
Assuming that is to say, the act of traveling across bodies of water. After an intermediate amount of time,
라는 것이다.
and that concludes the fundamentals of
잘
Have you been
받아서
taking your
건너서
notes, man?
후비죠, 후비죠.
Snore. Oh, marvelous. Quite a considerable amount of new knowledge I have acquired. Just akin to an adventure, is it not?
거친 파도 속
Twist one of my humble 863 old dreams to sail the Great Lake as an adventure, like a challenger explores the color of rogue waves.
어찌
Such an
그리도
exact number
숫자가
of aspirations you
구체적인지.
have.
오티스님
Otis, ma'am, I
질문이
have a question.
있습니다.
Yes, you're recognized.
허가.
저
What's that complicated looking lever over there?
무엇인가요?
Lever?
나도 궁금했다네.
It has been a riddle in my head as well. One may be the function of a peculiar device.
혹시
Oh, perchance it shall load and fire a volley of cannonballs at the press of a button. Ka-chow!
나가는 것은 아닌가?
A lever of transformative variety. It shall be an auspicious day in which we are a vital sight of this contraption in
실제로
action.
본다면 제법 멋질 것으로 보.
Yay.
저
Otis?
오티스 씨?
I've been seeing more and more of these as
쓸데없이
of late.
겉멋 만들고
These
소갈맹이는
so-called
제대로
leading
되지
edge
않은
technologies
것들이
are hollow
소위
inventions that have
최신
nothing to show for
기술이라는
it
가짜는
aside,
이름 말에 생겨나더군.
aside from their pretty exteriors.
편리함만 줬다
The blind
보면
pursuit of
위험성은
convenience
증대한다.
breeds
그런
increased
최신
risk.
기술에 기대다 보면
There's nothing but
어느
ruin
순간
at the end
전부
of the
무너질
road,
거라고.
paved with over reliance on these bleeding edge technologies.
기계의 피와 땀과 같은
A fervor
나사와
fueled in
기름
furnace of
속에서
bolts and
이뤄진
engine oil,
열기.
the ship's blood and sweat.
그 속에서
The combined force of the
지휘자의
commanding
냉철한
officers,
리더십과
decisive
부하들의
leadership,
탄탄한
and their
충성심이
subordinates'
만들어내는
firm
조합.
loyalty. Blood, what?
제대로 된
That's how
정통과
proper
역사가 있는
workshops
공방
and traditions
정치는
and history are
그런 식으로
supposed to be
돌아가는 게
run.
맞는
Now
이치인
that
것을.
is how
그게
true
바로
comets are born.
선회라는 것이 탄생하는 순간이다.
Yeah, I don't know what she's talking
이해는
about.
안
That was kind
가지만
of cool. I can feel
멋있어요.
something rising from deep
가슴에
within my
뭔가
chest.
울림이 느껴져요.
Oh, Commander. Captain. This bleeding edge technology is bleeding like a meal. Whatever shall we do?
어떻게 하겠어?
Whatever shall we do?
이 오티스
I, Otis, shall prove it to the world.
이따위 최신 기술 없이도
I don't need this
방해에는
high-tech
문제가
junk
전혀
to sail.
없다는 거야. 자, 돈키호테 선언.
Now,
출력 손잡이를
see woman
제대로
Don
개방.
Quixote, set the power level to the maximum output.
손잡이
Power
최대
level to
개방.
the maximum output. I got you.
싱클레어 선언.
Seaman Sinclair.
키를 중앙에 놓고
Seaman.
스위치.
Set the helm to the neutral position and hit the switch.
키를 중앙에
Set the helm to the neutral position, set the helm to the neutral position and hit the switch.
스위치.
Who up? Buster no limb. Me. Hatsune Heathcliff.
가자.
Let's go!
엔진 완전히
The engine has fallen silent.
자동 항해 기능이
The automatic
준비되었군요.
navigation system has failed.
오래된 모듈이라
An old model.
재부팅을
Rebooting will
하려면
be complete in
약
approximately
5시간이
5 hours.
소요됩니다.
Dang.
운전수를 버리는
That's what you
벌이야.
get for abandoning your bus driver. Wait. So we're just stuck here?
그럴 리가요.
Of course not. Why must
자동 항해 기능이
may be inoperable as it has
엔진에
melded with the
녹아들었기 때문에
automatic navigation system? The
엔진을
ship itself
기동하는
can
건
still move.
어렵겠지만 수동으로
We still have a
전환하면
manually
될
activated
뿐입니다.
backup power system on standby. Hey, first episode done. Yes. The loss? I guess so.
이 저
Oh yeah, we have stuff. Nice. Right. The laws.
자, 제군들.
Now men,
이런
clear
위기
orders or
상황에서
solidarity
가장
are
중요한 것은 명확한
paramount
지위와
importance in
그에
times of
따르는
these.
단합이다. 영 하면
Right,
오른발,
leg on heave.
차 하면
Left leg on
왼발을
hoe.
돌리도록.
Let's go.
영,
Heave.
차,
Ho. Heave. Heave ho. How?
나발이고 너는 왜 땀 한
Is it
방울
fair
안
that you
흘리고
get to
오늘
stand there barking
쉐이크만
orders at
하는
us while
거냐?
we're pedaling our bums off?
어리석어.
A most stimulated question. A
선장의
captain must
체력
preserve her
손실은
strength,
부하
or risk
전원의 위험을
putting
불러일으킵니다.
her subordinates in danger.
체력을
That's
보존하기
precisely
위해
why I'm refraining
내
from
몸을
partaking in
쓰지
this
않는
collaborative
것이다.
effort myself.
네가 언제부터
Since when were you
대장이었냐?
our commander? Well, she did say she's the captain, not the commander. Those damn seagulls can fuck off already. Sure, can't fly.
그냥 저
How
거지
about we
같은
kidnap
갈매기들을
them
납치한
seagulls and train them
다음에
to pedal the
발전기를
generator?
돌리게 훈련시키면 안 되는 거냐? 어이,
Oh,
전람
ouch,
퍼스트
monarch.
씨.
I thought you were a genius,
사람이요.
Mikasa. That should
그
be
정도의
easy peasy
기술은
for your
네
brilliant
머리로 금방
intellect.
뚝딱 만들어낼 수 있는 거 아니야?
불가능은
I can make it
아니지만
happen indeed. Yeah, I
효용성이
do now,
떨어져요.
as it is inefficient.
기초적인 배변
Rudimentary
훈련부터
toilet training will be the
시켜야
first
합니다.
step in making them viable as a consistent source of labor.
카론,
Karen has bored.
심심해.
Karen wants a vroom vroom.
카론은 운전하고 싶은데.
교체.
Yes. I'm tagging out. You're the driver, so do your job.
네가
That
발전기를
should keep you
돌려.
occupied for a while.
심심해하더니 잘 됐고.
어머,
Oh,
감각도.
oh, oopsies. Huh. Wait,
잠깐.
let's think about this for a moment.
우리 천천히 천천히 뒤집어 보자고. 왜 이렇게
Let's
땀을
think about the actual
흘려면서
reason we're
발전기를 돌리고 있어야 돼.
sweating and pedaling
근본적인
the crap
원인을
out of
따져보잔
getting
말이야.
hot.
모든 결과에
Synaptic
일일이
and
원인과
seeks someone
책임을
to take the
따져보는
fall for
것은
every little thing.
불임
Is
발상이다.
a stinky thought.
최종
All
결과가
that happens
성공적이라면
on the road to
그 전의
success is
것들은
merely
전부
a part of the
과정에
process.
불과하게 되니까.
아니
Look, I'm not saying that we should
하자는
play
게
the
아니라
blame game.
애초에
I'm
왜
just
이렇게
wondering why we're
쫓기듯이 속력을
pedaling
내야
so
하냐는
darn hard to begin
말이야.
with. It's not like there's something coming after us.
우리의 목적지는
We're headed towards one
유사의
of the largest
큰
ports of
항구 중
Europe.
하나라며. 아니
And
목적지도
we know
방향도
exactly
정확히
where
알고
that
있고
is and
말이야.
how to get there.
그 항구가
It's not like the
움직이는
port's
것도
gonna settle
아니고 왜
there,
그렇게 소리를
right?
내야 하는 건데?
Why all this urgency?
아니
I
그렇잖아.
mean, am I wrong? The Great Lake has been very tranquil so far. It's not like some monster's gonna suddenly appear out of nowhere and attack us, right?
예고장을 보낸 것도 아니고.
Subtle foreshadow.
축적된 경험들로
It appears
인해
that
어느
your
정도 직감이
constantly
발달하게 된 것 같군요.
consolidated
그리고는
field experience has evolved into a form of
흥미롭네요.
intuition. Fascinating, Gregory.
어?
Right.
파우스트는
That
이를
finds the development
긍정적인
optimistic.
변화라고 여깁니다. 우리는
We
앞으로
must exit this area
10분
within
이내에
the next 10
이
minutes.
구역을
We're
벗어나야 해요.
following somewhat behind the forecast of
그러니까.
my predictions.
예상의 예상보다 조금 지체되었네요.
Okay, that was ominous. Why precisely
불길하지만
10?
구체적인 시간까지 제시하는 이유는
대호수의
The laws
규칙
of the Great
때문입니다.
오,
Oh, I knew. This
역시
darn laws
그
of the Great
규칙
Lake again, huh?
때문인가?
로자,
Your foreknowledge of the laws
당신이
of the Great
대호수의
Lake is an
규칙을 알고
unexpected
있을 거라는
development,
예측은
Roger.
없었는데요.
Quite difficult to
직감이
believe that,
이런
even with the
방향으로 발달할 수 있다고
consolidated
보기는
experience your intuition would.
미안.
Sorry.
이번에는 아는 척 좀 해보려고
I just want to look
했어.
like I was
매번
in
대문을
on it for
패턴도
once. Girl gets
식상하잖아.
tired of asking every time, you know? The Great Lake of
유사의
Euclid has laws
대호수에는
that must never
반드시
be broken.
지켜져야만 하는 규칙이 있습니다.
What
그리고
laws? Yes, the port
그리고
can
루시의
and will sail
말씀과
away,
달리
Gregor.
항구는 움직인답니다.
뭐
It's a bloody lake.
하다하다
What laws could it
호수에서도
possibly
규칙이
have?
있다고?
I'm back? Yeah.
규칙을 어기는 학생이
It
있으면
took in a way
호수에서
longer
배라도 들고 오기라도
vacation
해?
than I expected. What are the Coopers going to come spank the bad boys with a stick for breaking class rules?
징징거리는 새끼.
There better be a law that let me sink
하는
my back.
규칙은 없어?
My ears are
귀에다가
starting to bleed. Guys, knock it off. I can almost hear a well-timed sigh followed by honest but brutal, piercing words. It was like someone recorded her sigh and played it in my head. But Ishmael was nowhere to be seen on deck.
그러니까
So if there's anything you want from
앞으로
me
제게
from now
바라는
on,
게
state it
있다면
clearly.
확실하게 말해주세요.
Oh, Ishmael? She wasn't kidding. Ishmael remained in her room, not a peep to be seen nor heard despite the commotion. Not appearing once through all that happened since the incident.
설명을 드리고
As much as I
싶지만
would like to provide you with an
그보다
explanation,
이
leaving the
구역을
zone takes
벗어나는 것이
precedence.
우선된다는 걸 말씀드리고 싶네요. 금방의 대화로 소모한 시간을
According to my
계산했을 때
calculations,
남은
or
건 7분
our last
정도입니다.
conversation left us with 7 minutes.
구역을
We are
벗어나면
approximately 15 kilometers
직선 거리도 15km가량 남았다.
kilometers away from the edge of this zone as a crow flies.
한 사람당 시속
Each person
10km
must
이상의
pedal
추진력을 담당할 수
to
있어야
generate enough energy to travel at least 10 kilometers for hours. We are to escape in time. What's a kilometer?
오늘따라
Wonderful.
단합이
I love to
잘
see some
되는구나.
proper teamwork for once.
가자,
Huh.
로시한테.
Or is it not to? I just say it's nice.
달려봐.
Nice. Gonna fun.
쟤는 왜 저렇게
Where does that girl
힘이
get energy
넘치는
from?
거야?
Okay, I think I'm done for. Let's go ahead without me. My bridges in the back. And leave you where?
고갈 공간이
We're on a
어디
ship.
있다고 그러세요?
Hup, 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 hup.
이 정도 강도에서
Diaphragmatic breathing is conducive to maintaining
가장
consistency
효과적이다.
and exercise of this intensity.
시속 10km 정도를
Especially more so
감당하는
when
추진력의
Easterner is
상태였죠.
responsible for about 10 kilometers
좀
per
더
hour
부하가
of energy
필요했다면
output. Any higher and it would have required
모두 쌓여만 있을
hyperpnea to maintain that speed. Do you ever get tired, girl?
자기는 안 지쳐?
네,
No. 3 minutes remaining now.
3분 남았습니다.
Oh, we don't
무슨
even
일이
know what
일어나는지도
happens in 3 minutes.
모르면서
Why are we doing
이렇게
this?
힘만 빼는 게 의미가 있어?
She said there's no time. Just step on it with your life.
하룬,
Carl wanted to vroom
그런 걸
vroom.
하고 싶었어.
This squeak squeak.
이건 다른 따릉이야. 다른 따릉.
Squeak squeak. That's no fun.
재미없어.
콧노래
I didn't
부르면서
know how
하는
energizing
것도
work songs
좋은
could be.
활력이 되네요.
뭐야?
How do you guys have so much
왜
energy?
이렇게 안 지치는 사람이 많아?
저희 집안에서
This is not
강제로
even a
받아온
warm-up
수련에
compared to the
비하면
training my
힘든
family forced
추위도
me to
들지
do.
못하죠.
Shut your goddamn pedal.
앞으로 남은
30
시간
seconds remaining.
30초.
30 seconds. Yeah, quite the deal this is. Now this is, why is there just a bird? Now this is, it's true adventure. This is like charging an overwhelming colossal enemy. Is it? Oh.
말과 호흡을 아껴야
Say your words. Your breathing remain in flow. Breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, out, breathe in, out.
들이마시고 내쉬고
Oh yeah.
들이마시고 내쉬고 들이마시고 내쉬고 들이마시고 내쉬고.
How much time?
이제 얼만큼 남았지?
앞으로 10,
10 seconds remaining.
4초.
4 seconds.
보통은
4. Why are you
이
not
타이밍에서
doing this multiples of 5?
5초를 말하자. 다들 입
Looks a
다물고
lot decades.
마지막 젖 먹던 힘까지
Put your back
나!
into it. Toil, man, toil. Somehow we managed to escape the zone before fast counted down to 0. Some sinners immediately threw themselves to the deck of the ship like limp puppets, while some looked like they're just taking a quick rest at a park bench. So, we made it somehow, but I don't see any signs of the loss. Am I missing something?
규칙에 대한 그
Frau
어떤 징조도
Faust.
보이지 않는다만
Faust. I swear, if all this while the Great Lake jar was some hogwash you made up,
뻥이었고 우리를 그냥 개처럼
just to make the
부려먹을
dream go just
작정이었다면
tap faster,
진심으로
uncut, just
가만두지
seriously.
않을.
Oh, the train code. Lakeshore repelled through was gone. As though it has never even been there. This place was there meant something, and its innumerable legs or tentacles rising above the lake surface. I couldn't even tell where that thing ended and where the lake began. Did it burst from the lake, or were we traveling unaware on its body this whole time? Couldn't even find the right words to describe the magnitude of that thing. Its parents sent waves across the waters all the way to the zone we were in. Memphis off with a ship violently as though it was about to capsize. It need not to be said that the sinners on the deck were given an untimely shower. Wow, that was close. We
조금만
were
더
almost
늦었다간
pancaked.
모두가 과자 부스러기 꼴이 되었겠어.
Oh, wow, no, adventure is complete with nary a peril, of course.
컷이니까.
만조.
Envy. Now this is
이
what I like it.
정도는 되어야 날뛸 맛이 나지.
만일 저것이
We have
우리를
no
한 번
chance
더
of weathering
공격하려 한다면
a single strike from
승산은 없다.
one of his slums.
아니,
No, but it will leave us alone as long as
이곳에서는
we are here.
우리를 내버려 둘 거다.
Oh,
그게
that is the law of the Great
대호수의
Lake.
규칙이니까.
이제 미뤄뒀던
Now we have
설명을 할 수 있겠군요.
time for my explanations.
유사 대우수의 규칙은
Though the
여러
laws of the
가지지만
Great Lakes are numerous,
지금
I will
필요한
relay
설명을
only
간단하게
the
말하죠.
pertinent information for now.
한 호수에서 일정
Living
시간
longer
이상
than a
머무를 경우
predetermined amount of
각
time in a
호수만의
single
파도가
lake will cause
밀려옵니다.
one to be struck by the waves of each lake. Waves? It
보통-
didn't look like any waves I've seen before.
저런 걸 파도라고 부르나?
호수와 호수 사이를
There are
넘어가는 것
also
또한
laws governing the time and
정해져
direction
있는
in which
시간과
ships are
조건이
permitted to cross the
각각
borders between the
존재합니다.
lakes.
뭐야?
Wait, so
그러면
if
어디에
we
멈춰
ever
있기만
just
하면
claim to
반드시
stop for a
저런
bit, that octopus tentacle thing.
문어 다리 같은 건데 다 한다는
Wackus.
거잖아.
그래서
Precisely. Thus it
당연하게도
naturally follows that everything on the Great Lake
이
is in a
호수의
constant state of
모든
motion
것은
to position itself according to
규칙에
the laws.
맞추어 위치를 바꾸어 갑니다. 그
Oh,
목표를
And
향해
the
가는
route toward our
방법도
destination will also
그것에
change
맞춰
accordingly.
우리를 안내하고요.
Can I get
혹시
like
그
a written list of
규칙이라는
these
것에
laws?
대해 정리되어
My
있는
nanny
건
used to
없나요?
stick a piece of paper
제
with our family
방에는
rules in
유머가
my
가문의
room.
규칙이
I
적힌
can follow them
종이를
all,
붙여두곤
but
했어요.
that's when I heard a door open. Whoever opened it did was so with obvious irritation. The waves finally
기어코
hit.
파도가
Huh?
왔었나 보네요.
Ishmael.
그렇죠.
Ishmael. After such a long period of isolation, Ishmael staggered out of the room.
대호수의
You can't just
규칙은
scribble the laws of the
고장
Great
노트에
Lake down on a notepad and
며칠
call it a day.
해결될
Each lake has a
사소하고
widely
간단한
different system of
내용이
law,
아니에요.
even though the
대호수 자체의 규칙은
overarching laws
간단하지만
governing the Great Lakes are pretty
각
straightforward.
호수의 규칙은 천차만별이니까.
Yeah.
애초에
More importantly,
허가 없이
you should know
대호수의
that
규칙에 대해
unauthorized
문자로
recording of
기록하는
code
것
laws is
자체가
one of the few courts better
유사에
known
잘
to
알려진
happiness.
금기기도 하고요. 그렇다면
Then my
몸에
body
새기면
will remember
되겠고.
it.
만약
Tattooing them on your body.
세금되는
If
의미가
that is what you're
경험이
referring to,
아닌
is also
문신의
prohibited.
의미라면
What?
그 또한 문제가 됩니다. 해당 사례로
Timing hunters are
유사히
have
금기
been sent in
사냥꾼들이
pursuit
파견된
of
적도
individuals who have
있으니까요.
attended precisely that.
모든
It is
규칙은
best that we do not
구전으로만
produce
옮겨지는
any
편이
written records of their
안전합니다.
loss. What have you been doing all this time, Ishmael?
작사를 갈고 있었어요.
Wetting my harpoon. Your harpoon?
더
Why?
날카로워야
Because I
하니까요.
need to be sharper.
스치기만 해도
Because I'll give
살아있다는
her the kind of pain that makes her
후회스러울
wish she
정도로
was dead. She'll feel it,
고통스럽게
even from the
만들어줄
smallest
거니까.
cut. She.
그럼 그냥
Then,
처박히긴
why don't
하지
you
왜
spare us
기어나오는
from your misery
건데?
and crawl back into your hole?
그대로 처박혀
I'm afraid
있다간
that if I did,
녹아내려
that if I
흔적도
did,
없어진
I'll let it
당신들을
emerge to a
부정할
death,
것
littered with your
같아서요.
melted, unrecognizable flesh.
별로 유쾌하지
And I'm not
않거든요.
willing to see a sight like
그런
that
걸
again.
또 보는 건. 그리고
Besides,
호수에 대해
watching your
못 모르는
landsmen
사람들끼리
waste time
배를
tinkering with the ship
주물럭거리면서
you don't even
시간만
understand.
축내는
Wasting
꼬락서니를
precious time has
더는
been
못
on her.
봐주겠으니까.
Even though it's been a long time since the incident at the boatworks, her budding yet anxious lectures have not dulled at all. I was afraid that she might stir up trouble among the sinners again. Okay, fine. But she was out here with the rest of us, and I want to believe that was more than enough. I decided not to question her further. I had a
이럴 줄
feeling this would
알았죠.
happen. Ishmael walked up to the
하는
house.
거지?
What are you doing? We're smooth sailing
이
at the
배는
moment. A northbound
순항
breeze is pushing us along.
오히려 남쪽에서 불어오는 순풍의 영향으로 더
그렇게 보일
Oh,
수도
I guess it
있겠네요.
can look that
땅에서나
way for
구르던
some
사람
people.
생각이라는
Simple,
건
one-dimensional, predictable
그렇게
ground pounders
일차원적이고
like you.
뻔한 편이니까.
Ground, damn.
이
You
새끼가
how dare you insult
지금의
my
오티스의
ground pounder? Otis. Let's hear her out. You got lucky,
운이
Swabby.
좋군.
Swabby.
물개.
Okay, Ishmael. Thus, how are we not smooth sailing? We got the wind at our back.
바람 때문이
That's no
아니죠.
wind.
우리는 끌려가고
We're
있는
getting
거예요.
dragged. Dragged by what? Those ships.
저 배들에게로.
The ships. Tentacles. Hey, 40 more lunacy. We are so far. Wait, how many stages does this have? Right. This is this. This have. Does that? Is that 36 stages? Alright. Let's go. Just like Ishmael said, two massive vessels were approaching us, not far from where we were. We're not exactly on a collision course with them, though. Ishmael didn't intervene with the answer. Instead, she took the helm and threw it wildly in one direction. Wow! This kill, splashy drift.
첨벙 드리프트.
Didn't know she
배에도
could drift with the
드리프트가
bus.
카론
Karon's impressed.
놀랐어.
Redhead, not bad.
주황머리.
경쟁자가 생겨.
Yeah, competition, Karon.
아니,
Hold
잠깐만.
up.
이상하군.
That's weird. She turned the helm
방향을
all the way.
바꿨는데도
Why are we still headed between
왜
those
저 배들
ships?
사이로 우리 배가 이동하지?
It's like we're
뱃머리가
stuck on rails.
미동도 하지 않아요.
I thought Ishmael turned that massive toss of the helm around to opposite direction of the two ships. We're getting dragged even faster by them. And there was nothing we could do about it. Don't tell me you hit the reverse gear.
레버를 반대로 당긴 건 아니지?
엔진은
I
껐어.
turned the engine off.
뭐
What?
배들이
What?
합쳐지는
Are those
건가요?
ships molding into one
야이
another?
미친 새끼야!
The blood loop.
지금 짜부라지게
That's what you got to
생겼는데
say?
그런
We're about to get
한가로운
squashed
정신이
with
나와?
boats.
어이 물개.
You swapped. What
큰
happened to all
소리를
the
그렇게
bravado
치다니 이제
from Earth?
어떡해?
좀 닥쳐요.
Shut up. I'm back. Yes, I'm back.
잡아당겨지고 있을
I'm going
때를
to use
최대한
the
이용할
momentum
거예요.
of the pull when it's
그리고-
strongest to get us out of here. And
부딪혔다.
we're gonna crash.
지금
Now, immediately before the crash, Ishmael defiantly revved the engine and adjusted several layers in a series of decisive motions before speeding us between and past the two vessels. Oh, back of my ship. The ship's stern was crushed, but it was better than getting complete sandwich between those two
이
ships.
정도라면
Smith stops his anchoring and reconstruct damage of severity within the next few days.
메피스토펠레스의 엔진이 자가 수복시키겠죠.
Bow has regen?
아니, 지금
Wait,
보니까
this is more than just some damage. It's like
이
they've
파괴된
deleted part of
정도가
our
아니라
ship.
통째로 뽑혀 나갔는데?
마치
Gone,
처음부터
as though it had
그곳에
never
있지
been a
아니했던
part of
것
the ship's
같소.
blueprint. I took another look at where the sin used to be. It was as the sinner said, the stern wasn't crushed. It was effectively deleted as though it had never been there. Deleted. It left a bizarre-looking cross-section behind.
유사의 특이점.
It's U-Corp's
국명국세의
singularity, the resident
특징이죠.
tuning fork. Tuning fork.
이곳의 배들은
Ships
원래
operating in the Great
하나였던
Lake can merge and
것처럼 서로
separate
끌어당기며
when needed,
합쳐지기도
as though
하고
they've always been a
목적에
single
따라
vessel or
언제
as
하나였냐는
though they've
것처럼
never been parts of
분리되기도
the same ship.
하니까요. 저 정도 크기의 배들이
Resident
쓰는 공명
tuning
급사
forks used by
정도라면
vessels of that size are strong
우리처럼
enough to
공명
pull in
급사가
smaller
없거나
boats without tuning
주파수가 안
forks in
맞는
cars,
배들을
where even
그대로
ones with tuning
삼켜버리는 일이
forks would miss
빈번하죠.
matching wavelengths.
아, 이런.
Alright, apologies for taking
명령이
the helm
내려지지도
without your orders,
않았는데
manager.
운전대를 잡게 되었네요.
No, don't. You just saved all our lives.
뭐
I was trying to,
그러려던
but
건
thank you
아니긴
for
하지만
understanding
뭐.
anyways.
아,
Oh, and please accept
시키지
my
않은
apology for
설명이
giving
나오는
unsolicited
것까지
advice.
이해 좀
The sure
해주세요.
somebody won't stop
워낙
flapping her gums at me,
빽빽거리는 소리가
so I had to.
시끄러워서
It's not like I can
배
plug my ears in the middle
한가운데에서
of a
귀마개를
voyage,
할
right?
순 없잖아요.
Right.
전장에서 입이 걸은 사람은
I've heard my share of bumps.
굴러다니는
Tom Mouth
돌멩이만큼
talked
많았다.
during the war. She's not the first to do so.
실력만
Doesn't matter.
뛰어나다면
As long as she
그러는
can
걸
live up to her
굳이
words.
제지할
No need to
필요도
get in the way,
없을
I
테지.
suppose.
죄송합니다,
That's
관리자.
alright, executive manager. I
저는
must take a short
잠시
break.
어찌 풀이 죽은 것이오.
Be not so crestfallen,
아니,
Commander. I mean, Captain.
시끄럽다.
Silence. Executive manager
처음부터
is our
대장은
commanding officer.
저기 계신 관리자님이었어.
Always been. Downcast and shoulders slumped. Otis made her way into ship's cabin, formerly the bus cabins.
목적지에 거의
Her
다
destination
왔군요.
is there. Welcome to one of the 5
유사의
great ports
5대
of the
항구 중
course,
하나인
the Marlin port.
청새치 항구선입니다.
Faust's voice was dry and emotionless, as though what had just happened didn't affect her one bit.
와, 정말
Wow.
크네요.
That's so big.
지금까지 제가
That has to
보았던
be
배
one of the
중에
biggest ships I've
손에 꼽을
ever
정도로
seen.
커다란걸요?
Holly was right. We were approaching a massive ship, so large that it could almost be mistaken for an island. Whichever was the case, it was clear that the port was a megastructure built from countless metal shipping containers.
안개가 거치니
Miss Fades, the one was
비로소
unseen
보이지
before
않던 것이
unveils itself.
보이는구려.
I scarcely
커다란
did
것까지
expect
가릴
it all
줄이야.
to shroud a structure such as this.
배?
Ship. I don't know. Can we really call that a ship at this point?
이미 배라는 개념을 벗어나 보이는데.
Can't help but agree there. Ishmael. Ishmael. Is that kind of ship in the Great Lake?
대호수에서 자꾸 육지 상식을 꺼내봐야 소용없어요.
Your life's been common sense is useless at the Great Lake.
공명 급세를 쓴다면 저런 배는 밥 먹듯이 볼 테니까요. 아니,
Ships that use
고래고기
rendered tuning
먹듯이라고
force.
해야 할까요?
Oh, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Alright, ships that use resonant tuning forks like those are as common as crimes are in back streets. Or I guess as common as the whales are in Great Lakes. Hey. Can I fight? I wanna fight. Oh. Alright. Let's go. 30 more. 1, 2, 3, 4.
부르시
키만 잡고 있을 때가
The middle
아니구려.
doesn't forget to him. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5:30? What happens at 5:30? Alright, let's go.
불로 정화하고 깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
자, 그럼 여기서 잠시
Alright.
작별의
Well then,
시간.
this is where we go our separate ways for sure. Well,
나와 카로는
currently, I have no
이
business
근처에서
in here.
볼 일이 있다.
볼일?
Business?
왜?
Why? What
또
is it this
무슨
time?
일인데?
이노
I'm looking to buy some
향수를
mermaid
사랑한다.
perfume. Mermaid perfume. Let's
고했지.
leave it at that. Wiener? Bridgeless said, looking straight at an advertisement for us. Bottles of mermaid perfume, extracted straight from their lust fins. Special discount. Oh,
우리 것도
art thou
사다
planning
것이다.
to procure some of us
이노
as well?
옷에는 신기한 게 많군.
Quite curious with that mermaid perfume. What other curiosities of the Great Lake await us of that wonder?
유사인은 고래와 인어를
A
이용한
significant
상품들이
source of income
주
for the people of
수입원으로
Newport
사용되고 있어요.
comes from selling whale and
고래
mermaid
기름,
products, whale oil, mermaid tears,
인어
mermaid perfume,
인어
whale cuisine,
향수,
and more. To
고래
list a
요리
few
등등
examples.
다양하죠.
Mermaid.
오, 저게는
Oh, I
아이스크림
spy
가게도 있는 것
private
같소.
ice creams over yonder.
덩어리 고래맛 아이스.
Sardine well flavored ice cream? How's that
저런 게
appetite?
먹고 싶은 거야.
Sardine well flavored.
보기에는 이상해도
Sardines are quite the
의외로
savory
먹을만해.
lost, even if they do
저물이구나.
have a funny look to them. Alas, I'm more keen to learn the flavors of the Marlin well ice cream.
청새치 고래 맛이 궁금하오.
길잡이께서
Will you not accompany us
이번에도
to our
동요하지 않는
destination,
것이오.
J-Guy?
길잡이라는
my job as
것의 역할이 그런 것 아니겠나. 올바른
I put you in the right
방향을
direction.
가리키고
That's where my responsibility ends.
그
It's not my job to
방향을
accompany you
걸어가는
all the way there.
것까지는 소.
Oh, well, you may be correct. Your words also come across as rather impersonal.
올바르게 들었어.
Then you heard me right, Lisa. I don't intend to make friends with anyone, nor do I want to.
나눌 정도 없으니까.
Damn, okay, virginless.
나참
Don't let
이런
these small talks give you the wrong
잡담이나
impression.
있으니 정 같은 소리나 듣지.
Now, Miss Faust.
파우스터 씨,
저희를
Alright,
기다리는
Alex,
분들이
you're expecting
계십니다.
this.
미리 파견 나온 LCCB 직원들로부터
The before team on the ground will relay us
황금가지가
location
있는
of the lobby
로봇
court,
도미지구의
advertising the
위치를
golden bow.
전달받기로 했습니다. 전달받은 마지막 접선지 위치에
According to our last
따르면
communication, they should be waiting for
이쪽입니다.
us there. This place is a bit spooky.
좀 으스.
아무도 안
I
보이는데?
don't see anyone here. What's up with that?
어떻게 된 거야, 파오? I
can
저를
tell from the turn
의심스럽게
that
생각하시는 말투군요.
this is the location I was relayed.
전
So we got her first.
그럼 이번엔
Bloody
우리가 먼저
goodness.
도착한 건가?
14. More like the lady
피포팀이라더니
team. In
이름에
it.
어울리지
In
않는
it.
행동도 하는 건 그래?
정확히
Allow me
정정하자면
to make a
저희
minor
쪽에서
correction.
1시간
You're
30분
about 1 hour and 30
가량 늦었습니다.
minutes behind schedule. Oh,
이상하군.
odd. LCCB
지난번
agents
제2사에서
we
만난
met back at G
LCCB
were already on
대원들은
scene, and
훨씬 전부터 대기.
Heathcliff's reddish. I'm sure that comment reminded everyone to do the same with the same duo. It did for me. It did for me too. Thinking about them even for a brief moment is
기다림의 끝
it appears that they have
수면을
elected
취하기로
to
한
sleep
것
in
같다.
lieu of our appearance. If you saw it, we didn't deserve you to. Ain't none of you gotta watch it. What the hell's wrong with you lot? Who's this?
미안하오.
Apologies. In our hurry, we haven't been upon an
예상치 못한
unforeseen
사고에
mishap on our
휘말리는
journey.
바람에
I think jump scared. God, then why don't you take that into account before you left?
예상해서
Yawn.
출발했어야지.
It's a pirate. It's a pirate. Someone from the corner of the shipping container runs from the nap searches. They sound oddly aggressive.
어?
Alright,
아이쿠.
my, hungry. Wait.
명찰이 삐뚤어져
Imagine something like that.
있잖아요.
Remember to always keep your
단정한
pants tidy.
메모스는 언제나
Oh,
어라?
huh? What's the
명찰이
sticky red
질척거리는
thing
게
on your? It's just hung an upside down LCCB agent badge. It was soaked in blood. No, I hope that this badge would have a more
명찰은
dramatic effect.
자극적인 효과를 위한 연출이었어.
Oh, let's see here. Limitless company. Before team leader. The fool was loitering around in my church. I gotta say, that was really stupid. That's our
볼품없는
predictions. Insults
연출이라
are. Get to the point
걸리적거리는
before I sink.
뭐
어이, 의지가 간
Ah,
놈들이
phew, lads.
소음이는 또
So tardy. Get so impatient.
들어봐.
Why don't you give us a listen?
너희
You're looking for
방금
the golden
뭐를
whatchamacallit,
찾고
aren't you? Aren't you? Oh,
그자를 어떻게
why
한
have you
거지?
done to team? Hold your horses down. Lads are not even.
인질 협상을
This is
해서
hostage negotiating.
우리가
This
사람
ain't
가지고
mid
한두 번
first
잡는
ransom
건
rodeo,
아니었어.
if you know what I mean.
간단해.
This simple.
돈을
Give us the
주면
cash and we'll
당신의
return your
친구를
friend.
뽑아준다. 안 주면
Kidnapper. We don't get the cash, and we give your friend an impromptu burial in the shipping container right there. Kidnappers, eh? Peace and job shit. Okay. Wow. I want to do that if I were getting loud.
말보다 몸이 먼저 나가시는
Think before you act, eh?
협상이
Anything
잘못될
goes wrong and your
경우에도
friend bites it.
친구는 관짝행이야. 돈만
It's very
깔끔하게
straightforward if I do
주면
say so
너희는
in
훌륭한
myself.
친구랑
Just do as we say, and that friend of yours continue on your merry adventure. Get back to finding your golden whatchamacallit.
그럼
Hell, we'll even throw in a full-on gourmet tour guide for you. Just a swing deal. You bloody maggot.
자자.
Okay, gotcha.
알았어.
Let's see what's going on.
그쪽이 말하는
Give us some time
건
to discuss
충분히
this, why don't you?
알았으니까
Alright,
우리끼리
let's
잠깐
cut
얘기
this
좀
guy.
나눌게.
Let's cut this guy. Look, there's no point in escalating this. It'll do nothing but draw unnecessary attention to us. Let me fight it. If our impulsive actions get the LCCB agent killed, let him kill him.
우리에게
True,
불리한 건
they
사실이야.
hold the upper hand in this negotiation.
황금가지에
But I don't
대해
believe
자세히
these fools
알지도
know
못한 것들이
much about the golden bow. They let him kidnap him by chance, thinking that they got a hefty ransom out of him.
지금껏
Though we
황금가지를
may
빼앗으려는
have come
악인들은
across many
많았지만
men and women of
무작정
evil nature and
강도질을 하는
adventure.
자는
Such brazen villainy has heretofore not been encountered. How
얄팍한
classless.
알맹이
It
없는
is
장난질이
grotesquery without a cause.
섣불리 무기라도
Charging them head on will only seek
파악되지 않은
their
정보를
friends'
보면
address. Friends who may be involved with the powerful local
이
syndicate.
구역을 주름잡고 있을 수도 있는
We
조직에게
can take him. We can
쫓기게
take him.
되겠지.
유사에 대한
Our chance of
정보가
victory is
거의
slim.
없는
Should
우리에게는
such an event come to
소문이
pass, we do not
순간에
possess enough
걸려진다.
intel on Euclid to effectively maneuver that situation.
그러게 조직의 크기가 얼마나 될지도 모르겠고.
Otis? Yeah, we don't even know how big this
한두 번 해볼
syndicate
솜씨도
behind this guy
아니고였지.
is. But from the way he said his lines, this probably isn't his first time doing this, right?
그런 거라면 규모가 작은 조직일 수도
Were you
있다는
pronouncing
거
words?
아닌가요?
Then there's also a chance that they're just small fries, isn't there?
규모가 작으면 그냥
They're small
싹 다
fries, let
조지면
them let's
끝날
crush them all. We'll all
일이잖아.
hit them
인질이
before they
처리하기도
even have
전에.
a chance to lay a finger on the hostage.
아니,
No,
그
it could mean that
말대로
their syndicate may
규모가
be
크지
so small and scattered
또
that
다른
it is
골칫거리가
impossible to
될
be
수
traced. So, we don't know anything. Great.
정말로
Are they really going to?
저희가
If we don't pay,
돈을 안 주면
pay up.
진짜.
That's it. Another kind. Scum like them are around every corner of the
죽인
city.
왜
If this
시체를
goes
영원히
cock
못
up,
찾게.
they'll kill the hostage and won't even leave a body for us to find. Now, let me beat him. Let me kill him. All kinds of awful images and ominous speculations begin to overwhelm us. The so-called kidnappers were crowding against themselves, giggling and chattering. They knew that our options were limited. Coupon glass. Okay, then I'm going to start off by asking how much they want. We're out of our element here. The best I can do is try to gather some information at least. Huh. A short, exasperated sigh escaped Ishmael's lips. She had been standing there this whole time, arms crossed over the harpoon that rested upon her chest.
돈을 주겠다?
You're going to pay them,
저것들한테요?
those bastards. Are you
기어이
kidding?
미치신 거죠?
What else can we do? Even now, the hostage.
변명은 관심
I don't
없고
care about your excuses.
이게
I only care to know if this
관리자님이
really is the
내리신
best course of
최선의
action you could
판단.
come up with.
맞아요.
판단에
Oh,
대한
any doubts about
의심이
the manager's decision
불필요하다.
are unnecessary. Yeah, it's predictable as always.
당신이라면 그렇게 말하겠지. 판단은 곧
Executive
명령,
manager's decisions are orders.
의심은 곧 불복이고.
Are orders. To doubt them is insubordination.
네 놈이 얼마나
It doesn't matter how
뛰어난
competent
못되든
of a sea dog you are. Heh, okay, you say
그럴
so.
수도 있고요.
But who cares?
나한테 직접
They've not
해라
given me an
말라
order.
하는 말
They
없었으니
didn't forbid me from doing anything.
상관없다고
So what's your
생각하는데
problem here?
도저히
I just can't sit here
이대로는 참을
sit
수가
here and
없어.
watch this play out. Ishmael strode towards the kidnapper. Alright. Ishmael strode towards the kidnappers. It was plain from her tone and expression that she did not care one bit about what the others said.
명령 불복종에
I'm glad I
대한
accept the
처벌은
consequences. She shot me a fleeting glance before raising her harpoon.
편하실 때
For insubordination, manager.
내려주세요.
Oh, what the frick? Then thrust her well-sharp harpoon right into one of... Nice. Let's go. The entire course of her action from start to finish was so full of absolute confidence that no one ever even thought to stop her. I couldn't think it.
대파.
Oof. OOF. Ursula was right. The kidnapper suffered a total butcher in the forehead.
이스마일 씨
Ishmael, what did you just...
방금 무슨 짓을 하신 거예요?
Low-key best sinner? Buddhist?